Do you dream of owning a condo on the beach or a home on a golf course? Maybe a waterfront property with perfect sunsets and a boat dock in the backyard. Here's what I've learned after helping people buy their dream second homes now for over 15 years. The home you fall in love with is often the home purchase you end up regretting. Not because the location was wrong or the price was wrong, but because it was the wrong kind of home. So what kind of home does make a great second home? And how do you avoid the mistakes that turn your dream escape into a source of stress? Let's dive into that. If you're new here, I'm Alysia Shivers, and I've been helping retirees and those nearing retirement buy their home away from home here in Naples and Southwest Florida for over 15 years. And here is what I've seen and what is my best advice. Probably the biggest decision is choosing between single-family home or condo for your second home. Neither one is necessarily better than the other. They're just designed for different lifestyles. For instance, condos, or really any attached style of living, is best for that lock and leave lifestyle. They tend to require less maintenance because the HOA takes care of a lot of the exterior responsibilities. They tend to offer amenity centers and walkable neighborhoods. Because you are sharing walls and living within close quarters, it can be easier to meet people. On the other hand, single-family homes are great for privacy. They give you your own space inside and out. They tend to be more accepting of pets. And you can have your own outdoor living spaces with lanais and pools. It's not a decision of which one is better. It's more about which one fits how you'll actually use the property. The biggest mind shift for you will be to remember that your second home is not your primary home. Your primary home has one job. You live there every day. Your second home has a completely different job. It should make your life easier, fun, more relaxed. Some people prioritize the wrong things. They chase square footage, extra bedrooms, large yards, pools, outdoor kitchens, boat docks. None of these things are necessarily bad or wrong, but they all come with additional maintenance. And remember, you're not going to be there most of the year. Maintenance can be your own worst enemy. Think about it. What happens when you're 1,300 miles away? Who notices the refrigerator leaking? The air conditioner that suddenly stops cooling? The roof leak after a heavy rain? Every feature of the home has to be maintained, whether you're there or not. Many people unintentionally purchase a home that requires constant attention. The strategy should be, or your thinking should be, that the best second home should almost disappear while you're away. It's not that second homes don't need attention. They do. It's knowing when you need a caretaker. Who do you choose to look after your home? One reason condos are so popular is because much of the day-to-day exterior maintenance is handled for you. Depending on the community, management, staff, contractors may notice obvious issues around the property. Some property types come with more built-in oversight. Others require you to create your own oversight. High-rise condos usually require the lowest involvement, mostly because they have on-site management, building security, and staff who are present daily. Coach homes and villas require moderate involvement because the HOA handles some items and the owners handle others. Single-family homes require the highest involvement, especially if there's no HOA. Things can leak, items can break, and go unnoticed for months. This is why so many seasonal homeowners hire a home watch service. What's nice about this service is that they are there to discover small problems before they become expensive ones. If you're in the home and a small water leak starts under a sink, you probably notice it fairly quickly. If you're gone for months, that tiny leak can turn into warped cabinets, mold, damaged flooring, and a much more expensive repair. Managing it from hundreds of miles away becomes much easier when you have a reliable caretaker. This may surprise you, but size does matter in your second home search. Bigger isn't always better. Bigger means higher electric bills, more insurance, more furniture. It means more cleaning, more things to inspect, more things to repair. Unless you're hosting friends and family nearly every weekend, most couples use about the same amount of space, whether the home is 1,600 square feet or 3,800 square feet. Storage is also something that tends to get lost in the mix when choosing the type of second home. Think of it like this. A great second home should make traveling easier, not harder. One thing buyers rarely think about: is where all of their stuff is actually going to live. Things like golf clubs and beach chairs, tennis rackets and pickleball paddles, fishing gear and holiday decorations. If you're constantly packing and unpacking your suitcases or loading and unloading your car, your second home starts feeling more like a hotel. When you're touring homes, be sure to open up the closets. Look in the garage. Is there space for bicycles, extra linens, beach umbrellas, coolers? One of the unexpected joys of owning a second home is opening up your closets and finding everything exactly where you left it. Your golf shoes are there, your beach towels are there, your favorite coffee mug is still in the cabinet. The best second home doesn't just give you a place to stay. It lets you settle in within minutes of arriving. The location inside of a community also matters more than you might expect. This is something buyers rarely consider. Ask yourself, are neighbors around? Does the HOA keep an eye on vacant homes? Does the community feel occupied year-round? Is the home you're looking at hidden? Can someone easily see your front door? Second homeowners need to think about security differently than full-time residents. Choosing to live in a community with an HOA is another important factor. Many people immediately say, I don't want an HOA. And for your primary residence, that may make sense. But for a second home, an HOA may actually be an advantage. In many communities, the HOA maintains things like the landscaping, the gated entry, the common areas. It may also handle the irrigation and the exterior pest control. If your second home is attached living, the HOA may also maintain the roofs and the exterior paint. Yes, HOAs come with additional fees, and sometimes they can come with a level of control that can be frustrating. But sometimes those fees replace expenses that you would otherwise have to pay yourself. And they reduce the number of things that you have to coordinate from many miles away. And speaking of giving yourself some peace of mind, the type of home you buy ultimately determines how much you will worry when a storm forms in the Gulf or the Atlantic. If you're sitting at your home in Michigan in August and the news is reporting that a storm is heading for Florida, your first thought is going to be, is my home going to be okay? Depending on the type of property you own, that worry could last you 5 minutes or 5 days. Some homes are simply easier to worry less about. Homes with impact doors and windows offer more than just storm protection. They also eliminate one more thing that you have to coordinate before a storm. If you've ever watched neighbors scramble to put up shutters before a storm, you quickly appreciate the value of a home that's already prepared. A home with a newer roof can provide more than just years of remaining life. It can also reduce the chances that you'll be dealing with roof-related issues after a storm. But it's more than just the threat of hurricanes. It's also just basic summer thunderstorms that on occasion can be pretty intense. And it's also power outages that sometimes can happen for no reason at all. Features like impact glass and a newer roof, automatic shutters, and modern construction, these can all reinforce the confidence that you feel in leaving your home for weeks or months at a time. Another mistake people often make is trying to buy their forever retirement home today. Your actual retirement may not be for another 10 years. And your needs today aren't necessarily going to be your needs 10 years from now. Life can also get in the way. Unexpected things can happen. I've seen buyers lose a spouse. I've seen buyers decide to move closer to the grandchildren. I've seen buyers spend far less time in Florida than they expected. I've also seen buyers decide to live here full time much sooner than planned. Every one of these life events changes how you use the home. Sometimes the smarter move is buying the perfect vacation home today, then purchasing your forever retirement home later. This is one I see a lot. People get super excited when touring the amenities of a community. The resort pools set amidst the palm trees, the fitness centers outfitted with all the latest equipment, the tennis and pickleball courts, the beautiful golf courses, the restaurants and spas that are on site just for residents. It's easy to get swept up in the beauty and the fun, but you have to be really honest with yourself. Are you actually going to use these things? And will you use them enough so they make sense financially? Don't pay for amenities that only impress you during the house tour. The home you choose as your home away from home isn't always the one with the most features. It's the one that's easiest to own. When you're back at your primary residence, you shouldn't be consumed with worry about your Florida home. You should simply be looking forward to the next time you get to enjoy it. When you're out house shopping, try to obsess less about the quartz countertops, the big lanai, the water views. Those are exciting in the moment. But after 10 years of ownership, many will tell you that a spacious garage, room enough to leave behind your essentials, and storm protection made a bigger impact on their enjoyment. At each home that you tour and each community that you visit, ask yourself, does this make owning my second home harder or easier? If you're considering Florida for your second home or for your retirement and you need some encouragement in your decision, subscribe to my channel. My videos are to help you make the best decision. I don't want all of your hard work and savings to go to waste. I want you to spend your retirement years feeling your best in a place that makes you happy. This is what my channel is all about. If you've zeroed in on Southwest Florida for your next home, Naples, Bonita Springs, or Estero, and you want to work with myself and my team, all of my contact information is below. Call, text, email, and we'd be happy to help. For those of you who are still exploring, check out these videos next. They may help point you in the right direction. Thanks for joining me. I'm Alysia Shivers. Until next time.